amazing guest today doing justice to the topic we have for today, which is entrepreneurship. And at the same time, we see ask her story, because trust me, the way she just scattered her tentacles everywhere, not just in Nigeria, outside the country too, it's amazing. And we'd like to know if you notice something. I think since last week thereabout till this week, most of the women were bringing our core serial entrepreneurs, and it's amazing how women are breaking into business every single day.
And then the good part of it is that they're young.
Very young.
Very young.
Do you understand? They're not in their 50s, when in their early 30s, early 40s. It's amazing. So yes, we would like to really hear the success story and all about entrepreneurship. But before that, let's quickly go for a tip, which of course is one thing that just gives us a little break and just to help you out there. For this one is how to identify or how to avoid identity theft. Now, a lot of people are going into businesses. We have a lot of celebrities that have come out and say, please be careful. There are people who are impersonating me and asking for money, and all of that. Please, that is not me. So yes, there are a lot of ways you can actually avoid identity theft. So let's quickly see this tip, and we're right back to the studio to continue the program. Stay with us.
Tips on how to avoid identity theft. There is no fail-safe way to prevent identity theft, but there are some things you can do to reduce chances that you'll be a target. Number 1, freeze your credit. Freezing your credit restricts access to your records. Freezing your credit restricts access to your records, so new credits files. Freezing your credit restricts access to your records, so new credit files cannot be opened. It's also a way to prevent identity theft online. It's free to freeze your credit and unfreeze it when you want to open an account. A credit freeze provides the best protection against an identity theft using your data to open a new account. Number 2, safeguard your social security number. Your social security number is the master key to your personal data. Guard it as best as you can. When you ask for your number, ask why it is needed and how it will be protected. Don't carry your card with you. Securely store or shred paperwork containing your social security number. Number 3, be alert to phishing and spoofing. Scammers can make phone calls appear to come from government entities or businesses, and emails that appears to be legitimate may be attempts to steal your information. Initiate a callback or return email yourself, working from a known entity such as the official website, rather than responding to a call or email, and be wary of attachment. Many contains malware. Number 4, use strong passwords and add an authentication step. Use a password manager to create and store complex, unique passwords for your account. Don't reuse passwords. Adding an authenticator app can reduce your risk too. Don't rely on security questions to keep your account safe. Scammers can easily find out things like your pet names or your local high school mascot by perusing your social media account. It's worth thinking carefully about what you disclose on social media, so you don't give away key data or clues about how you answer security questions. Number 5, use alerts. Many financial institutions will text or email when transactions are made on your account. Sign up so that you know when and where your credit or debit cards are used, when there are withdrawals or deposits to financial accounts, and more. Number 6, watch your mailbox. Stolen mail is one of the easiest paths to a stolen identity. Have your mail held if you're out of town. Lastly, protect your mobile devices. Use passwords on your electronic devices. Use a banking app rather than a mobile browser for banking.
welcome back. You're still watching Women's Corner. Of course, I hope our guest is joined. Thelma. Can we have Thelma on the screen, please? Thank you.
Oh, Thelma is here. Good afternoon.
Okay. Thelma, good morning. It's good to have you.
Same here, same here. It's afternoon for me, yeah.
Well, I'm so excited to have you. Even though we had a lot of people joining us, that was confusing. But thank God we have you right now. And we know the last time we were trying to make you, get into the show, we had network issues. But we're glad that we could have you now. And of course, I think I would like to hear a success story. How you're able to spread your tentacles of cooking, around, and how you're able to create that business in Qatar where you make food, and of course you distribute right there, and still have the branches in Lagos State, and maybe not really Lagos State,
In Edo State.
Edo State, all around. How were you able to manage that? How did you get there first? And how were you able to manage all of that together? Just one person.
All right, thank you very much. I actually started very small. I started with moi moi, wrapping moi moi, going to do it on the streets. And from there, I graduated doing jollof rice in front of my house. And afterwards, I started selling in bulk, and I started doing mama puts. I started in Lagos, Thomas Estate in Aja. I was doing mama puts there, like that. So when I left Lagos, I went to Benin. So that's how this whole food thing started. I started doing for parties, weddings, birthdays, and to the glory of God, I'm in Qatar now, and I'm doing home delivery. When tourists come into town, I distribute food. You just tell me what you want, and I give you the food. So that's how I started. Very little, and that's how it's been.
All of that from your home, which I've told a lot of women that you can actually start your business from your home. You don't need to have an office, you don't need to have a store, you can do that at home. So let's talk about entrepreneurship.
Thelma.
Okay, before okay, all right.
1 minute, Thelma. She said something. She said she started by selling moi moi, and then she did mama puts in the front of her house in Aja. Thelma, tell us, what background of education do you have? Because this is important, because some people will like, oh no, I'm schooled, I can't do that, you understand. So I want to know, what background of education do you have?
Okay, I have diploma in theater arts. I have an HND in mass communication, and here in Qatar, I've gone to school. I've done some certified courses in hotel management, and right now I am actually undergoing a certificate in autism for special needs.
That's beautiful. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about entrepreneurship. Now, if you are to talk to women who want to go into business solely, and of course, we know that one of the major problems that women can have when they have to start a business is basically having to get funding. Sometimes meeting the right persons, having mentorship in such businesses, someone who would hold your hands and walk you through. Some persons will tell you, oh, I never had someone who held my hand and walked me through a business, but they made it. Do you understand? So if you're supposed to advise women on how to go into business, to be a sole owner, what are the few things you would tell them to first put in place before they can start a business fully, so they don't get choked? Of course, there'll be challenges, right? But so they don't get choked or feel frustrated and say, oh, business is not my thing, business is not for me. Well, I only say business is not for those who spend a whole lot. But you can actually still cover up for that place by having someone who is in charge of your finance and storekeeping and all of those things. So, but please go ahead. What are the things you think women should have at hand, should have before they could go into business fully?
Okay, for me, the first thing first is determination. Never say no. Never. Because a lot of people are going to give you 1,000 reasons why you should not start small. Who will buy? Challenges. Of course, you know all of that. So in funding, start at the point where you are. If you have 100,000, Start with it. It could just be from maybe chops, you know, it could be from changing. Put it in a, you know, just package it well. Let it be nice. Be good at what you do. Start from there. One person will eat it, another person will tell another, and before you know it, you are growing. Don't just stay there and say you can't do it. You can do it. Then you talk to God about it. You pray about it. And when I started food, a lot of my friends first, I was truly not doing the right thing, especially because your class, why would you start small and all that? But I know that I can do it. I was determined. I had a lot of people, you know, who were encouraging me to say, okay, you will go. So don't think about what they're going to do. Start at the point where you are, and before you know it, you are going to the next point. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't let the no's put you where you are. Because if they put you where you are, you cannot go to the next level. That's what I think. For me, that helped me.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give up. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. What would you say about that? I think there should be more tips to that, because don't give up is yes, it's a good thing. That's for someone who has started. Now, what I wanted to know exactly is what should they do before
Not
you
to
even
give
start?
up.
No, not even giving up.
Okay.
Not even before starting the business. I want to start a business. I don't know how to go about it. What are the things I need first on ground before I say, okay, I'm going into a business? That's what I mean, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Feasibility studies. Feasibility studies. What do you want to do? You ask yourself the question, what do you want to do? If you want to go into pure water, for example, you have to know that, yes, there's a park, you know, the water, you know, and all of that. You have to put the feasibility study in place first before you now start looking for the funding to get it, you know, because you know that you can do it, then you just go for it. That's it.
She said
Then look for your
feasibility
targeted
studies.
audience. Your targeted audience, the people you want to reach. The people you want to reach. You look for the targeted audience. That's it.
Okay, all right. If you can ask your questions, Patricia.
Okay, you said visibility studies, and then your target, your
Yes.
audience, your target, the people you want to reach out to with such business. Okay, fine. You must have faced challenges, you know, when you were starting, even when you were, you know, already made. There's some challenges you would have faced. We'd like you to share such challenges with us.
The challenges I faced were too much. There were times I have to cook and nobody will buy. There were times I will wake up in the morning, my body doesn't feel like really going to the market to buy meat or do anything. There were times that I don't even know what to make the next day. You know, I had a lot of challenges. There were times that my customers would buy with that little thing I was doing, they were not paying me. There were many times I wanted to give up. That's the truth. So many times I wanted to give up. I wanted to give up so many times, but just knowing that I have bills to pay, I will get up from that bed. Just knowing that I am alone in this journey, I will get up from that bed. Just knowing that, Thelma, if you cannot do it, nobody is there to do it for you, I will move. So the challenges I faced, I can't begin to say because it's numerous. But the only thing that kept giving me and kept keeping me was God. You know, He kept bringing people for me. You know, I always say that if I've met 50 people, trust me, 40 are positive people. Auntie Pat, you are one of them. You know how I started this journey. You know a lot of things. So I will not forget you in this journey. So you know it. So too many things, but I didn't give up. I kept pushing. I am one person that don't want to say no. I don't want to take no for an answer. So I just kept pushing, and to the glory of God, I'm where I am today.
Oof, well, that's a whole lot.
You know what got me, Blossom, is when she said there were times she would cook and nobody would buy.
Buy.
What did you do with those food?
Did you give them out?
I really need to know.
No, sometimes the kids will eat it. You know, if it's rice, you know now you can't keep rice to the next day. You give it out. If it's stew, you put it in the fridge and you warm it, and you know just put another stew to make it to look new. You know, so but I give God the glory.
So what's the future goal now with what you have right there in Qatar? You know, from your home, you're taking it out there. Do you think one day you want to go big and own a restaurant? You know, somewhere around there where you would have workers, and you have a lot of workers this time around. Are you thinking that way, or you just want to stick to your home and enjoy it while you can?
This is a very good question. I want to go around the world. Trust me. I want to have my Ninja flavor by Tizan in London. I want to have it in New Zealand. I want to have it in Qatar. I just want to go. I want to have staffs everywhere. I want to grow. This is just the beginning. I've not even started. This is just the beginning. So I'm looking forward to bigger things, especially in food business. I want to grow. I want to just grow. I want to expand. The center code is I've never started anything at all. So watch out for Thelma. I am still
She
Is it
refers
much
to
as
herself
for
as
me?
international person.
Oh yeah. When you set your profile and I saw international person, I was like, okay.
So
Well,
actually,
yeah.
we're going to watch out.
Yes, we're watching out.
We're
And this time
watching
around,
out.
you're not just going to be an international person. You're going to be a global person. That's when you're around the world, and that will be one of the biggest thing I think anyone would want to achieve right now, which is beautiful. So, what take for people who wants to go into your line of business? What are the things they must avoid? If you want to be a cook, you want to be a chef, you want to produce food in mass and send it out to people, sell in good quantity and quality, what are the things they must avoid?
Firstly, negative vibes. Negative vibes. Just don't even think about it. Don't entertain it. Don't think about it at all. Just avoid it. Be focused. Don't let anything take you from that point where you are. Don't just let anything discourage you. Don't listen to a no. Like I always say, I'm a past emphasizing on this no because I know that a lot of people they're just there to talk you down. So avoid it. Don't even bother. Be the best at what you do. Learn. Go to anything. Go to school. Go to anything. Learn anything. It could be just learn. Be ready to learn. Be ready to serve. Don't say I'm too big to do this. No, don't say it. Don't be too proud to learn anything. When it comes to cooking, I have friends that are chefs and big chefs in Benin, and I still look up to them. I still call them. I still ask them for how can I do this? How can I make this culinary soup? How can I do this? I still call them for solutions. So don't be too proud. Don't be too proud to want to know. Be willing and be with the positive people. Don't grow with people that are not on your level. When I mean your level, the level of saying no to you. Always associate yourself with the people that want to push you and take you to the next level. That's all I have to say.
Wow. Amazing. Well, I love that one. While you were saying avoid negative vibes, the first thing that came to my mind was, have you had negative vibes around you, and maybe you had too much pinch of salt while you're cooking,
because you just kept hammering on the negative vibes,
or maybe because of that you had a lot of salt. Why am I saying pinch of salt? Like, it was so salty, or maybe the seasoning was so much, and like, oh no, I can't sell this to my people. Have you had any situation like that?
Yes, I have. I have. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. That's the truth. I have.
Manage the issue because resources has been lost there.
What? I
How
didn't
were you
get
able
that.
to manage it? What did you do with the food? Because of course that resources is gone. So what did you do? Did you eat it? Because I don't know.
No, no, of course you can't.
What did you do? Did you recook or
You just
re-add? You know.
you will just no, yes, you just make another one. I will just recook and make another one. Sometimes it's just salty. Sometimes, of course, the oil is too much. You have to use your brain to know the quantity of what you need to do. So you don't have to go out of that system. So when you are cooking, you have to concentrate. This is the quantity. If you want to cook for 20 persons, you know that this cup of rice or this, you have to be conscious of what you do. So if those things are too much, of course, it's either you are adding to make it balance or you are doing it another. You're starting afresh.
Okay, so I have two last questions in one. The first is, do you have, when you were going into this business, was there any mentor? Was there someone who you were looking up to and saying, this is what I want to be, this is who I want to be, I probably do much more than this person? And of course, if you have that, please we would like to know who the person is, so that for people who are looking for mentorships too, also in this line of field, can have someone they can actually look up to. Then also, aside from that, I forgot the second question, and that question was very much important then.
But this is very important.
Yeah, this is also very important. So okay, maybe when you finish responding to that, I would remember the other question. So please go ahead.
Like to know.
Okay, when I was starting my food business, I did not think about anybody in mind. I just like to cook. So I've just done my thing. But with time, I have this friend I know. Her name is Wedding at Things. That's her Instagram page name, and she's in Edo State. She does premium. She is fantastic. She's a fantastic cook. So I was always looking up to her. I was going to go to her page. She's my friend. I just see the way she does her thing. So I'll say yes. She's one person I'm looking up to because I know that she does premium, and I want to really be like her.
Okay, so I think the last question is supposed to stem for, I'm not hearing Lagos, because we can't be hearing all about food and we can't have a taste of the food.
I was going to ask her.
So are you not bringing it to Lagos?
Oh no, to Nigeria.
To Nigeria. Oh, he's in Nigeria, in Edo State, right? She has some outlets in Edo State, right? You do?
Yes, I was going to ask, you have some outlets in Edo
Yes.
State, or you still have your business running in Edo State? You have your staff stay in Edo State. What's the strength of your staff like?
And for now, I just have, because I'm not there, and it is when you're not there. So my staff strength is just 4. Just 4. Yes.
Are you bringing it
I
to
have a woman
Lagos?
that
Because
cooks
Lagos is a very large market, to be honest. It's a very, and another thing I wanted to add was competition. I don't know, have there been any time you were scared of competition, even right there where you are, or you just don't want to bring it to Lagos? Because Lagos, Abuja is one market I know that is large for people who actually into food, or maybe you just don't want that kind of competition. So which is it?
Hopefully, I am bringing it from Lagos. Like I said when I started talking, I started from Tomo Estate, Aja. That's where I started cooking in Lagos. So hopefully, yes, Lagos is one of my targeted places. So I know I'll bring it to Lagos.
And the crew are waiting to have the taste of the food.
Okay, nice.
I didn't hear you.
I said, okay, I'm coming to Lagos. I'm bringing it to Lagos. As I said, I started from Lagos, from Thomas Estate. So
Okay, you didn't get what I
Lagos.
said. You started from Lagos, quite all right, and you moved to Edo State, and now you're in Qatar. Okay, so we know that your business is still on in Edo State, and there's a business of food, Blossom. Okay, so Blossom and I and the crew members here are waiting to taste your food. When are we going to have it from Edo State?
Oh,
So we can do some
that's
advert
not the
for
problem.
you.
That's not the problem, Auntie Pat. I'll give you the info on that. Promise.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
All right, Patricia, you don't promise what you can't give, though. Anyways, we've come to the end of the program. I want to say thank you so much, Thelma, for bringing smiles on my face, because I don't think there's anyone who said do not like food. So, well, we have foodies who are, you know, in love with food, but we like food right here. So thank you so much for being part of the program, and I hope you enjoyed the program too.
Yes, I did. I did. Even if the network is not really too clear for me, but trust me, I am so honored to be with you people. Yes.
All right.
Thank you
very
so much for
Thank
having
you.
me.
Thank you.
Okay, well, that's the end of it. Thelma did amazing well, and of course, Kata did not follow her hand.
I was just going to say that.